We are back. You gotta love it. Oh man. Shout out to Raising Cane's. Shout out to Raising Cane's chat for the tenders. Man, oh man. We are back. It looks like we are just kind of hanging out. Formed a little range. Had another attempt, it looks like, to get back above 25,257, guys. No belching on stream. I'll belch if I need to belch. Don't make no mistake about it. Hey, if I got to belch, sir, make no mistake about it. It's going to happen. I'll make sure there's an excuse me at the end of it, though. That makes it all better. Oh, man. We are back like we never left. So it looks like we had another attempt here, chat. To kind of break back above that 257 level. Haven't been able to do it yet, but it looks like we had an attempt. This 135 candle looks like, right? 210 back up to 250 area, 255, and then now we're getting kind of like a rejection right back down. So that's a little interesting here. Nico said he lost his account this morning and came back and seen the moves. Yeah, that's why you got to rock out for the whole show, sir. We were able to capitalize on quite a few moves. Kind of after we got that breakout, after the chop fest. You got to love it. Definitely was a little bumpy before kind of playing out to the upside here, guys. Right, we had so if you missed the morning session, we had quite the kind of chop fest. Took a few shorts to the downside, and then all of a sudden, right, we couldn't put in new lows below this 24,960 area, chat. Kind of looking to the left, you see the arrow. That was overnight highs or overnight lows, sorry. Couldn't break that to the downside. Started a pretty clean V-shaped recovery and was off to the races. This was basically the caveat for me, was the equal lows. Equal lows here, guys, right? 25,016 kind of called out equal lows here, and we were off to the races to the upside after that. So you gotta love it. That's just trading in a nutshell, man. Nothing, you can't beat yourself up. All you can do is keep pushing, right? Nasty price action initially, and then you know, and you're getting a sell-off here. Make no mistake about it, chat. Quite the flush. Right back down. 5-minute candle. 80-point drop to the downside. So you got to love that. Oh, man. So right back to the 50 EMA, guys. Five-minute chart. What's going to happen now? That was the open of a new 1-hour candle, and we just got a flush McGush straight back down. Hard to think that we probably don't get some kind of bounce here, but who knows? That was a pretty convincing drop. So, cray with Lil Ray Ray. So we'll have to see how this kind of plays out now, guys. We just had a random drop. I don't know if news came out. Looks like that felt like a news candle. So I'm going to check here to see if there's anything that got printed from a news standpoint here, guys. And then, but quite the quick drop. Make no mistake about it here. And you got to pop right back up about 30 points. Israel news to ceasefire. Let's see. Getting like these random like news releases throughout the day, chat. Gotta love it. All right, so it looks like Israel is saying no ceasefire. Somebody said 10-year war minimum. Come on, man. Come on, man. Might feel like 10 years, but I highly doubt it'll be 10 years. All right, let's see. All right, there's kind of there's basically conflicting kind of news coming out here, guys. The New York Times is basically saying Israel agrees to talks with Lebanon where it strikes imperial ceasefire, right? So it's kind of like that came out, and then there's that you know, possibility of no ceasefire, right? So it's kind of like there's mixed news coming out here, to be honest. How was the coleslaw? Yeah, I didn't get the coleslaw, guys. I'm not a fan of the coleslaw at Cane's, to be honest. Got the tenders, and that was it. Gotta love it. So we just had obviously that was a reaction based off of that news that kind of got released, more than likely, guys. About an 80-point candle to the downside. Somebody said they had some cornflakes. Hopefully you added some sugar, because the cornflakes are a little bland without you got to kind of make them some frosted flakes in my opinion. So hopefully you added some sugar. What EMAs 1450-200. Israel negotiating ceasefire was earlier and rejection of ceasefire just now. Yeah. Yep. But you see what I'm saying, chat? You got to be ready for almost anything in this kind of climate of trading, where I'm dropping the EMAs in the chat right now. 1450-200. We got Baka. Is it Baka me? Hello. Hey, hello. How are you? So we're getting kind of kind of like you had a reaction there, guys. Israel kind of flipped the script. It looks like there's been a lot of that kind of tricky action here. Right? He's like, oh yeah, we're gonna cease fire, but then don't you worry, not so quick. You got to be quicker than that kind of deal. So, and then all of a sudden, price is getting impacted. So. If this is going to continue to the downside, you don't want equal highs broken, guys. So you don't want us back above 194. You want to see this continue to the downside. Basically, kind of like respect the previous 5-minute candle's high. And you're looking for more selling pressure down towards 158. So because if it pops that previous candle's high, then you know, you want to be out of the shorts, guys. So your stop, you know, would be basically the previous 5-minute candle's high, and you're looking for that candle basically kind of like a lower high setup, and then you kind of flush to the downside. So 194 would be the stop there, and then you're kind of looking for continuation to the downside. So let's see how this plays out with the news that this kind of came out, 80 point drop. Are they going to reverse it right back up, or are we going to get more downside, kind of getting back below 150, 25,150 area? So far, all right, you got the lower high kind of holding up here, chat. Kind of watching, right? Because if we can hold the previous candle's high, you are targeting new lows. I'm going to try a short here, guys. I'm short here. Entry is 173. Let's see if we get a flush down here to like 155 area. Gonna try it, right? Stop is gonna be back up here. So if they take me out, that's fine. 192 is the stop. Probably won't even give it that much, to be honest, guys. I don't want to see this thing kind of ricochet on me back the opposite direction. I need it to go to the downside here. Right, if they're gonna flush the lows, let's go, right? If they're gonna kind of stall it, then I don't want to be involved, and I'll probably end up scrapping the trade. We had I had about 5 points, looking for follow through to kind of take out these lows sitting here, actually at 150 area. Entry was 173. So the question is going to be, can we get the follow through, guys, or is it going to be a chop fest? There's 5 points. All right, there's it was right at 10 points. See if we got a little bit more in the tank here, guys. To the downside. Yoki yoke action here. You gotta love it. With NQ, guys. Up. Yoki yoke. Here we go. Here's a yoke action. Had about 10 point, right at 10 points and got yoked, guys. You gotta love that. Bottom wick being put in now, like they want to reverse it. So, come on, man. Yup, not looking good. So if it takes out that previous candle's high, guys, you don't want to be short anymore, right? And 191. They take out 191, definitely don't want to be short anymore. This is the kind of price action we've been getting, right, with these wicks. Oh man, you gotta love it. Back and forth, back and forth. So if we pop current candles high, I'm out of this trade, guys. I'm not even going to give it. Yeah, I'm going to close this out, guys. We didn't get the follow through that I wanted, so I'm not going to play around with this. Right. Had a right at 10 points. Couldn't get follow through. I'm not going to play around with it. Don't want to get chopped here, right? So it's kind of pushing right back up. Had pretty close to 10 points. If you took it, congrats. But we're not getting a follow through to the downside. So because now it might be one of those scenarios where this is the better entry, a little bit higher, and then you're kind of riding it down, putting your stop above that previous candle's high, guys. 192, right? So did not have the best entry on that trade, but because that's been kind of like the pattern that's been happening, right? You get these lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. You got to get in on the top of the wick, and then you'll get continuation. But had about right at 10 points, and then that bottom wick was put in and they pushed price right back up. So gotta love it. And it's looking like they want kind of like a reversal here that's kind of forming. We just popped the previous candle's high. This is what I didn't want to happen. That's why I exited early, guys. Kind of like a bottom being put in here, looking to the left, kind of like double bottom. And then all of a sudden, we're back above 212. So we'll see. You got an equal high here. 25,000, basically 193, chat. So I do see that. Could be a sign of the bulls getting ready, or the bears, sorry, getting ready to step back in. So gotta see how this kind of plays out, right? Do the bears have enough momentum now to kind of flush us lower, since that equal high was kind of put in 25,000, like 193 area, and then we kind of head back to the downside? So I'm watching to kind of see how this plays out. Been one of those days where you'll get some solid moves and then you'll get some chop, and well, got chopped on that trade. Was up right at 10 points and no follow through. So we'll see if we can get the drop now and not get back above this equal high of 193. If we break 193, guys, look out. Could be a pretty massive pop up above 226 or higher. So that's a bullish kind of, definitely a bullish candle that just bullish closure, I'll say that, right? Higher low, higher low. So just kind of watching to see how this plays now. So this is your 5-minute chart. And it is bearish, right? The 30-minute chart is bearish right now. Not a long top wick. The 1-hour chart is bearish right now. Not a long top wick at all. Very small top wick. 4-hour chart is bearish as well. Not a long top wick. But that previous 4-hour candle is extremely bullish, guys. We know that, right? So just kind of keep that in mind. Kind of feels like we're building out something down here on the 5-minute chart. All right, lower high. Here's that 170 level once again. So we have not broken out of that. All right, we had a swipe of that equal high chat. So that to me is bearish because we're kind of dropping lower here. So that to me is bear, almost like they kind of wanted to kind of sucker some people in up here and then they drop price lower. So I am watching to see if we can pick up steam here below 165. So if we break below 165, you're targeting maybe 145 here, guys. For the flush McGush. All right, so there's 163. Trying it again, guys. Let's see if we can get it, right? Entry is 166. Trying it. This is the last time I'm going to try this. Oh, man, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me here. All right, so there's one. All right, there's 10 points really quick and then a push right back up. All right, there you go. Right at 15 points. See if we can get a little bit more. Come on. Nope. 155. Come on. All right. We'll take it, guys. Just a lot of hesitation there, right? Right at 15 points on the drop. We'll take it. A lot of hesitation. If you took the short, congrats. Drop a W in the chat. We had some turbulence on the way down. But we're not getting the flush McGush that I initially wanted. Wanted us to basically get to the bottom of the box. 25,143 chat. We didn't get the follow through there. Got about 15 points. Close the trade out, so you gotta love it. So we'll take the W there, and now I'm definitely leaning towards shorts. Right? Maybe now we get a retracement up, form some kind of, maybe we get some kind of top wick being formed, and then now we kind of expand lower to the downside here. We just closed below the 50 EMA as well on the 5-minute chart. That's bearish, guys, in my opinion. So the question is, how deep is the retracement going to be before dropping lower? But you got these lower highs up here. that formed. So you don't want us back above 25,186, and then you would be anticipating downside below 140. So we're getting these retracements, that's for sure. Every candle, right, is kind of giving you that push back up, kind of forming that top wick, and then they're dropping it lower. There it is, really quick, guys. Oh, man, this price action is crazy. This price action is crazy. So you had that low put in really quick, and then you had a bounce right back up, chat. Right, new low put in very quickly down here to the bottom of the box that I had mapped out, and then guess what? Retracement. So far. So you're kind of watching this area because this, right, we're right below the 50 EMA, and you would anticipate that there could be some kind of like back and forth action, and then we get the real move. So just kind of be cautious on that, guys. If we can stay below the 50 EMA, that's super bearish in my opinion. But if the bulls reclaim it, that 25,160 area, then there could be a pop coming here. So you kind of hate that when there's not enough follow through in one direction, kind of like back and forth. But we've been getting that at different times today throughout the session, chat. So what do? You had a quick swipe, and then for new lows, and then price reacted right back off of it, right? Kind of chopping some people up. All right, right back up, bullish reaction once again. $30-minute candle is getting ready to close out. You got less than a minute and a half, guys, right, on the 30-minute candle. This is a 30-minute candle. Definitely bearish, but would you get some kind of follow through, or are we going to get a push back up and then a rejection on the open of a new candle, right? How did you do this morning? Didn't catch you live. Yeah, made 10,000. I'm up over 10,000, guys, across the Apex account. So you gotta love it. It's been one of those like kind of days though, where some of this chop starts to get a little annoying, right? Because you don't get the follow through, and then all of a sudden you get a random candle like we had up here for 80-point drop to the downside. So what do? Having a hard time at the 50 EMA 5-minute chart. That's looking like uppers, guys, right? That's not bearish price action. So Let's see if they kind of swipe it now, take out the lows. Everything is having a retracement. So you had a wick that was put in. Top wick I'm referring to, chat. Was that enough to kind of flush us now to the bottom of that box below 140? You had all these wicks up here that I'm kind of referring to. When you start seeing that, you feel like a big drop is coming. Are the traders waiting for a random news drop? Well, we had a 80. You already got the, I mean, in my opinion, you probably got the random news drop, right? Now you're trying to see if there's going to be continuation to the downside. We had a decent trade, right? Short. Got chopped on the first one, was up a few points, got chopped, and then I was able to capitalize on the second short. And then now price is just kind of hanging out right at the 50 EMA on the 5-minute chart. So the longer it sits here, probably not great for the bears. You will want to see some follow through to the downside. Top wick has already been put in on this 5-minute candle, so you would expect it to kind of span here, you know, quickly down, or they're gonna, you know, either that or they're kind of building up just to push it higher and trap some more people. So, which NQ loves to do. So anything can happen here, chat. More chop action. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid. Hit the like button. Trying to get to 1,000 likes. That'll put us over 3,000 for the day. We had over 2,000, I think 2,300 likes for the morning show. So appreciate the support. And back inside of that box, there's 151. I mean, it seems like they want lower. It's just going to be one of those situations, guys, where it's a little choppy on the way down. And that's where it gets a little bit more difficult. You just got to basically put your stop in and let it ride above a previous 5-minute candle high. Because we just kind of tapped that box again. And you're kind of waiting to see now what the reaction is going to be. Will there be, is it enough momentum to kind of get follow through? Just back and forth action, basically within a 20-point range, kind of bouncing back and forth right now within a 20-point range, guys. All right, so another lower high. It's almost like comical to like say it, right? Because it's been happening pretty much throughout the whole day today. You got kind of get the same price action. So another lower high, indecision candle, long wick, top and the bottom. Still did not hit 140. Yeah, I know. But you see, like right now, guys, like this is like where you're like, okay, like do I short here, put my stop above previous 5-minute candle high of like 172, and then you just let it ride, guys, right? If it stops you out, it stops you out if you're trying to short. Because it's grinding down, but it's not pretty on the way down. So you're kind of just anticipating that you'll get follow through to the downside, right? So chop suey. So I'm gonna try a short here, guys. We'll see if it plays out or not. Low expectations so far for the session, right? Because it's not after we had that, you know, unfortunately, I hate to say this, but was that 80-point drop, was that actually the best price action we're gonna get here, chat? So my stop is right above that previous 5-minute candle high, guys. I'm gonna let this thing ride. If it stops me out, so be it. Not worried. You'll be targeting basically below at least 140 area, right? You gotta kind of target that area down here. Or lower. Yep. Battle going on. You're just getting like nastiness here, chat. I mean, it's kind of seesaw action, just kind of waiting to see if it pops it, right? If it pops that 172.50 area, then I'll be out. Not too concerned about it, to be honest. This is only one contract on account. So there it is, stopped out for about 10 points. We just popped the previous candle's high. Probably gonna head right back down. Oh man. So it's kind of been that's a few trades, guys, right? Got chopped on the first trade, took the second trade, picked up over 15 points, right? And then got chopped on this trade. So pretty much break even on in this session. So you gotta love that. No follow through at the moment. So while we're kind of waiting for price to kind of make a decision what they're going to do with it, because we're not now, I will say this, chat, we're not flushing, right? We're not flushing to the downside. And if you remember, we can't get the follow through right to the downside. And that was the case down here at 10:30 this morning. We did not get the flush. And then all of a sudden we had a massive pop kind of build up to take us higher. So see these bottom wicks? Those bottom wicks are holding so far. And we're not kind of, you know, they're refusing to go lower, guys. There it is. There it is. So that's what the market was waiting for, chat. Got a little poppy pop here to the upside. You got to love it. She gone. She gone. We'll take it. Saw the momentum there, kind of jumped in, guys, over 25 points to the upside there. What a random market right now. You gotta love it. So yeah. So we saw the wicks, kind of just talked through the wicks, guys, the bottom wicks, and looked at the patterns on the chart, and I saw the current price action down here. That looks pretty identical to me, that those bottom wicks were holding, and you got a pop to the upside there, guys. Wrote the momentum up over 25 points. What a random, like, What a random market right now for NQ. So this account now is up $850. Go figure, chat. You gotta love it. Oh man. Who caught that push up? So if you caught the push up, guys, drop a W in the chat. Curious to see who caught it. Looks like some people caught the push. We've had quite a few of those random like pushes, so we'll take it. They refuse to take price lower, guys, and sometimes when you see that, that's kind of an indication that there's going to be some kind of momentum coming to the upside. Was able to capitalize on that. And like I said, that is very similar to if you were rocking out with us this morning, you saw some of that. You remember this whole kind of trying to get short down here, and we had no follow through, right? Was able to catch some of the shorts to the downside, but then we start getting stuck and price started to kind of slow down and kind of build out a V-shaped recovery back the opposite direction. So was able to kind of capitalize on that pop to the upside, that 5-minute candle. So that 5-minute candle range, saw quite a few W's in the chat. That was a 40-point pop right back up. You gotta love it. Cray with Lil Ray Ray. So if you haven't already, guys, do me a solid. We got over 2,000 people rocking out. We're getting ready for a power hour. We're going to drop a poll in the chat. We're going to see how you guys are feeling, up or down, going into power hour. Just drop the poll in the chat. Get your votes in. Only 400 likes. Yeah, we got to get the likes up here, chat. Do me a solid if you haven't already. We got to keep the 1,000 like streak alive. We've had over 1,000 likes in the afternoon show forever, ever. So if you haven't already, do me a solid, guys. We got well over 2,000 people tuned into the show. That'll put us well over 3,000 likes on the day. I think like 3,300 likes on the day if we were able to hit 1,000 likes. So if you haven't already, do me a solid, hit that button, guys. If you're not subscribed, you rock out Monday through Friday, no later than 9 a.m. Trying to make a little monies. So had a trade I got stopped on for 10 points, turned around and took a long and picked up 25 points. What a random day. Random day here, chat, right? Just kind of like, because like this current candle, right? That the candle, we just had a pop of 40 points. Well, make no fear. The retracement is here on the next immediate 5-minute candle. So you had a retracement of basically about 30 points right back down. So that's just the kind of day that has been here, chat. We're getting stuck in this range, so I'm gonna map out this range because we're definitely in one right now. About a 50-point range that we're currently kind of barcoding in. Now, keep in mind, chat, we do have CPI tomorrow, right? We do have CPI tomorrow, chat. So a lot of times when there is kind of like news building up and you had a massive move, we had a pretty good pop to the upside today. You had that news came out supposedly about Israel, etc. Now we're kind of ranging, right? So if we get back above 194, you would be targeting back towards 257, right? If we're able to break out at the top of this range, you would have to be targeting, in my opinion, back to 257. If we lose the lows down here below like 25,144, then you're targeting back to the ORB high of 25,109 or lower. So, but we got some barcode action kind of going on right now. And as far as the chat, the poll right now, we got about 300 votes, so we got some time. But it looks like 39% of the chat feel like we're going up. You got 35% feel like we're going to dump. And 27% feel like there's going to be some chop chat at the moment. So Jordan, what up? D, hey, what's up? How are you? We're here. We're out here. We're doing it. What are you trading? Yeah, I'm trading NQ. We rock out Monday through Friday. So if you're new to this, it sounds like you're probably new to the stream. Maybe you're new trying to figure out the futures market. So trading NQ on the futures market, leveraging prop firms, right? Using their capital to attempt to get payouts, right? Instead of putting up a ton of your capital, you're able to leverage prop firms' capital, right, using the code PW, and you'll get the best deals to get those accounts and trade, right? So what's going to happen now, guys? Well, we're going to find out. Kind of stuck in this range at the moment though, so that range in my opinion needs to get broken. It's pretty interesting that we had one candle chat that was able to close right back above the 14 and 50 EMA, so that's definitely not bearish, that's bullish. But is there enough momentum to kind of continue that upside, right? You want to start seeing previous candles highs get broken, so you need us back above the top of this range basically for the momentum obviously to step back in to the upside. So just be mindful of that, chat. Where's P-Dubs? Yeah, PW will be back Monday, chat. He's out in Cali handling some business. So looks like he got a new race suit. Looks like he was doing some racing and handling some things out in Cali. So looks like he'll be back top of the week next week. You gotta love it. Typically he does the morning show, right? Typically he does that, 9 o'clock show, 9:30 open, and then the normal schedule I come on after PW. So, but when he's out, right, either on vacation or taking some time off or racing or whatever he's doing, guys, obviously I'll do the 9 a.m. show. So you gotta love it. So now I think it's, got to be patient. Let's see how this plays out. I had multiple trades already taken. It's not even 3 o'clock, guys. I called out multiple trades. Had some chop on a few trades, but just basically had a pretty nice long setup for over 25 points back to the upside. So we'll take it. Yeah, if you missed the morning show, well, we had nice moves towards the end of the morning session. I mean, I think that's the appropriate way to put it. Had a lot of chop in between. But never fear, the green is here, right? So was able to capitalize on that, guys. We still have, right, 20 Apex funded accounts. We're rolling here over $500 per account times 20. So that's $10,000 if you missed that earlier. You got to rock out with us in the morning, not just the afternoon. We'll see what else we can get. CPI tomorrow, a lot of times you do get chopped, in all honesty, guys, kind of going into the afternoon. Keep that in mind, chat, going into that 3 o'clock hour. A lot of times you do get chop suey going into the afternoon because the market's kind of building up, right, for whatever reason. So also we got the Israel kind of news that came out on this candle, right? Supposedly, ceasefire might not be happening. And then all of a sudden we get a pop here of 40 plus points back to the upside, and we're kind of stuck in this range. So that's what's going on. PW said there's a surprise for Monday. Yeah, he said that. To be honest, I don't know what that surprise is, chat. You're gonna have to tune in. I'm not trying to build a suspense, but why not, right? So yeah, I'm not sure. He hasn't told me what that entails as of yet. So I would definitely make sure that you're, as always, locked into the streams. So can we get to 1,000 likes, chat? Can we get to 1,000 likes? We did had a giveaway this morning. Warbucks accounts, gave away 5 accounts. You're able to leverage obviously capital, prop firm capital potential, right? If you're able to pass the evaluations, or if you get the straight to fund it to attempt to get payouts. So you got to love that in regards to being able to do that with crypto. So if you saw my IG post, if you follow me on IG, currently on my story, I do have it posted that Warbucks will be allowing you to trade stocks, guys, like Apple, Nvidia, etc. So that's going to be cray with Lil Ray Ray coming soon to Warbucks near you. Make no mistake about it. Just blew my eval being bored, tilting badly. Yeah, Jason. I talk about this all the time, chat. You know, in this kind of market, you have to try to be disciplined, chat. And I'm not saying that it's easy, because it isn't. I'll be honest. We just had, you know, when you're looking at the chart and you see random drop here, which we're going to say that it was the Israel news, about 80 points, guys, because we measured this out already. So we know it's like 80 points to the downside. And then you get a pop here to the upside, right? Maybe you didn't catch that drop, but maybe you caught some of the pop. That's 40 points. It's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon, guys, right? The market's only going to be open for about another hour. So keep that in mind. So sometimes if you're green, there is nothing wrong with walking away. I talked about this earlier today with those Apex accounts being up over $500 per account, right? Those accounts are done for the day. I have no desire with some of the price action that we've been getting to attempt to kind of push those for even more, right? It's sometimes it's smart to be content and take what you can get here, guys, in this kind of market. Yeah, these are 50K accounts, Danny. 50K accounts. You got a few minutes left, guys. I'm gonna close out the poll because we're getting close to that officially 3 o'clock time, right? Which is officially power hours. So you got a few more minutes here. I'm gonna close it out. Get your votes in. Looks like we got 673 votes. We're still stuck in a range right now, so there's not much going on from a price action standpoint. We're pretty much inside of a 50-point range at the moment. Curious to see how you guys feel in regards to going up or down or choppy going into the close. Mr. Ultimate Eve, I'm green and content. Hey, I'm happy for you. Congrats. I did and made a huge mistake. Yeah, it happens. I just passed an eval. Currently have 2 PA accounts. Congrats. How do you trade all of those accounts at one time? Yeah, I'm using TradeAvate Prop, the one and only prop firm of the BDH. So to copy trade 20 accounts, you're allowed to copy trade up to 20 accounts using TradeAvate Prop. Now, Apex currently does not have the TradeAvate Prop, but it's still TradeAvate, obviously trade copier, and that's what I'm using. Needed $400 to make a $2,000 payout, and I blew my account. Listen, man, I've done that so many times, guys. Listen, if I told you the amount of payout that I've had on the table, chat, and all I needed to do was flip, and I wanted to be that guy that had to nail the trade, so to speak, instead of just having a flip day, guys. I've had literally thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars kind of sitting there, chat, and all I had to do was flip. And would you believe that I have made the mistake, the critical mistake of having to, there's more on the table, right? Instead of just taking a flip day. I've done that multiple times, guys. I hate to say that, but I'm being honest with you guys. And maybe there's people out there that wouldn't share that, but I'm gonna share it because maybe that'll prevent somebody from making the same mistake. It's always a little bit more, right? A little bit more, guys. Shout out to the new TLR. What up, D-Money? It's your favorite ICT representative of the BDH. Just popped in to say what's up. Hey, what's up? What's up? How are you? Appreciate your transparency. Yes, I've been there. Yeah, I'm just being honest, chat. I'm just being honest with you that I've done that multiple times. So it's like crazy, but it's just keeping it real, chat. What is a flip day? Yeah. So some prop firms, like if you're like, let's say like you've already hit your profit requirement to get like a max payout, or you're pretty close to a max payout, all you have to do, right, is maybe flip. So you're just opening up a trade and closing it, right, just for it to count as a trading day, as an example. So say you're at your consistency, right, but you need more trading days, and right, but you've already hit your minimum required like profit days, then technically you're able to flip, right? You could just open a trade on a lot of the prop firms and close it out. Just literally open it for 2 seconds or whatever and close it, right? And I've had that multiple times, guys, where I had to be the guy that's like, oh no, I gotta make $1,000 today. Like, a flip is not good enough. And what happens on that day, guys? Chop or something. You get frustrated. You're trying to make it back, and you can't believe that you didn't flip because now you lost money. And it's like, then it starts to spiral out of control, and before you know it, you blow the accounts. Trader Debs, I find it difficult to take trades from my PA account when profit is $200 to $300. How do I push myself to take more trades to push that to $500 a day? Yeah, so what I'll tell you, Trader Debs, is try not to think about. I don't think that it's a good idea, guys, and maybe that's just me. Well, let me rephrase that, chat. I don't think for me it's a good idea for me to put like a dollar amount on how much I got to make for the day. Because for me mentally, chat, I guess it weighs too much in my mind, and I'm like, oh, I have to hit 500, I have to hit 1,000, right? Or I have to hit 2,000. Well, what if the market's choppy that day, right? What if it's a day like today, chat, where you guys have seen all these candles with long wicks, top and the bottoms where my cursor is, right? You go back on the chart, you'll see more of that, right? Look at all these candles, top and bottom wicks, top and bottom wicks, top and bottom wicks. Like this is people getting chopped, chat. Make no mistake about it. This is people blowing up accounts because the price action is not kind of giving the follow through. So what if it's a choppy day, right? And the price is not kind of, you're up maybe $300 or $400. You at least made your because on if you're on the Apex new accounts, chat, I think the 50K account, if I'm not mistaken, you only need if you got $250 on a 50K account, it counts as a green day. It counts as a trading day. You only need 5 trading days now with Apex. So you don't really need the flip days anymore based off the new rules if you're trading the new accounts, right? If you're trading the legacy accounts, then yeah, you still need the obviously 5 green days above $50. And then you're going to need 8 trading days in total. So just kind of keep that in mind. But on the new accounts, it's 5 days, $250 on a 50K account, chat. So what I'm saying is that sometimes the market is choppy and you're kind of sitting there trying to fight a battle that you don't necessarily need to fight. So I would just kind of be cautious of that, guys. Don't think about the money. Think about taking the right setups, right? Setups that you're comfortable with, because if you do end up losing the trade or maybe you get chopped, at least you took trades that you've seen work out over and over and over, right? And then the money should technically follow, because if you got a stop loss in place, all right, here's the pop, guys, to the upside, finally outside of that box. Bulls are stepping back into the upside here. At least, you figure that over the long term, you'll get the profit that you need. So that's just me personally, guys. Some people out there, come hell or high water, they got to make $1,000, $2,000 a day, whatever. I just found for me, it's less pressure on myself not to put a number, and I just kind of try to take the same setups over and over. There's the pop, guys. Finally outside of the box. You got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. This is the 3 o'clock hour. 41% felt like we're going to pop kind of going into the close. 33% dump, and then 26% chop fest. So we're getting a pop here, finally outside of that range that we've been stuck in. 50-point range. Bulls are starting to step back in here, guys. Look out to the upside here. Back inside of this box. Make no mistake about it. All right, shout out to James. Thanks for the $10 tip. You didn't have to tip though, but I appreciate it. Been watching for over a month. Can't thank the whole BDH enough for all the sauce. Has made me a better trader overall. Hey, appreciate the kind words. Bulls are back. Yeah, that's what it's looking like, right? We just broke out of this range to the upside, guys. You had a tap of the box here, bottom of the box, 25,000, like 214. So you're kind of watching, because ideally, 25,258 would be the area that you would want to see challenged. Yesterday's daily candles high. Got about 1 minute and 25 seconds left on this candle. Let's see how this kind of plays, right? Do the bulls have enough energy to keep this basically back above the top of this range that it just broke out of? So basically, can it stay above 25,193? If they're able to do that, then you would be targeting for upper 200s, right? Or at least mid 200s. Back inside of this box up here where my cursor is, chat. Please give me a $1. Everyone give me $1. We'll get an instant account from you, please. I'm very poor. Yeah, Professor, we come on, man. We can't be asking for people to give you money in the chat. Unfortunately, not trying to be rude or anything, but if you don't have the money for an account, then maybe you probably wanna, I don't know if you're working or if you're not working or whatever the case may be. People go through hard times in life, guys. I've been there, trust me. But, it's one of those things where, if you haven't gotten a payout and you've been trading, everybody giving you $1 is not going to make you trade better just because you have an instant account, right? The odds are the odds are the same, right? Nine out of every 10 people never make it to a payout. So whether you have an instant account or not, the odds are the same. Somebody said open scammer. Oh, man. We all broke. Oh, man. Instant timeout. Yeah, I'm not going to put them on timeout, guys. I'm just you know, I'm not going to put the guy on timeout. I've made it to one payout, negative 25K at least, LOL. Professor K, come on, man. If you can't keep spamming the chat, I'm gonna have to give you a timeout, honestly, man, because now you're saying to give you a fun instant account. We don't just give away accounts. We had a giveaway today. You could have entered. We've had over 100 accounts that we've given away this week, and today's Thursday, so. Big Brawley, you can give me his timeout, spare him. Oh man. Bro is definitely joking. Yeah, he might be. I hope so. Big Brawley's at it again, chat. Big Brawley, man, we put you in timeout so many times, sir, that he said, see you in VIP. I'll make some corn dogs. Oh man, you gotta love it. This is cray with Lil Ray Ray. It might be PW. Nah, that's not PW, guys. Guys, you know PW is not gonna say that. Come on, man. All right, so 25,190 kind of had a reaction so far off the top of this box that we broke out of, chat. Putting in a bottom wick. Is this where the bulls step back in and take us higher? We had a consolidation range we were stuck in since basically 2 o'clock. Finally broke out of it. Took us an hour to get out of that range, guys, to the upside. So now if you're a bull, obviously you want continuation. You would like to see us basically break this previous 5-minute candle's high above 214 and continue inside of this box up here. So that's the kind of like thought process there, chat, right? You want to see continuation. Previous 1 hour candle, it is obviously bullish. This 1 hour candle was bearish. Sorry, guys. Current candle's bullish, having a retracement to the upside. And there's the expansion here, guys. So keep an eye out. I mean, you have to be bullish here. You like the bottom wick form on the 5-minute chart. Is that enough energy to kind of keep us going back inside of this box up here towards 240 and then upper 260? Kind of breaking that level to the upside here. There it is. There's the pop. She gone. Quick long there. Right. You had kind of had some momentum kind of flowing there to the upside, guys. You like the bottom wick, right? We saw that, and let's see if you would expect continuation here. Kind of up to maybe 240 to 250 area. You would love to see that kind of get taken out to the upside. All right, there's 240, 224, and you're getting a bit of a pullback. This looks like a V-shaped recovery. Pretty clean on the 15-minute chart, right? We had the selling pressure kind of step in, take us lower, and then now this is a pretty clean V-shaped recovery, and that's going to take us up here. There it is. There's 227, guys. Pretty clean on the 15-minute chart, to be honest. A lot clearer than the 5-minute chart right now, as well as the 30-minute chart looking like a clean V-shaped recovery, headed back to the upside. Top of the box is 257. It's going up. We going up. It's refusing to go down. Yeah, they're refusing to drop this, chat. I mean, I think we've already kind of established that this is a V shape. Clearly, we had longs. Was able to catch some of that crazy long move initially off of this bounce here. Right, kind of called that out where my cursor is. That was a long that was able to kind of capitalize on. That was a 40-point move in one candle. And then now you're kind of getting, but it is clearer in my opinion on the 15 and 30-minute chart, guys, right? That is a V-shape, pretty clear, pretty clean V-shape recovery. Looks like there was a few W's in the chat. Who else took the longs there on that V-shape, guys, for the pop? So this account is actually up a little bit over $1,000 at this point. $1,045, we'll take it. All right, there's 227. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. We got to hit 1,000 likes here, chat. We got, make no mistake about it, we got about 2,300 people tuned into the show. We only have 700 likes. And called out multiple trades that you could have banked on. Saw quite a few W's in the chat. Wouldn't be surprised if we get more upside here, kind of to the middle of this box towards that 240 to 250 area, to be honest. But trying to keep the streak alive of 1,000 likes. That'll put us well over 3,000 likes on the day. Cray cray with Lil Ray Ray. Pretty clean. It's always funny, chat. So there's a rule, kind of like an unspoken rule that you kind of learn. I don't know where I picked this up, but basically, if a time frame that you're on, chat, is not clear, then you move up to the next time frame, right? So for me, if the 5-minute chart was not, which the 5-minute is pretty clear for upside here, to be honest. But if it was you had all this chop down here, but you can move up to the next time frame. So for me, that's the 15-minute chart, because obviously I don't trade the 7 or 10-minute chart. So you go to the 15 and you can see a clear V-shape recovery kind of happening, right? So it's hard to be bearish based off of that. 30-minute chart, right? Same thing, right? If the 15 wasn't clear, you can move up to the 30-minute chart. You see a V-shape recovery. You had a bullish reaction basically off the 14 EMA right back up. Right here. So it's hard to want to fight that, chat, at this point, right? We couldn't flush lower, and you're getting a pretty strong recovery here. Now, that doesn't mean that you won't get retracements. That doesn't mean that price could slow down kind of going into the close. There's a lot of things that could happen, but I'm just kind of pointing that out. Intel ripping, you got that from Jerome. Oh man, yeah, I got that from Jerome, guys. That's Jerome talking, not D-Money. You gotta love it. When in doubt, zoom out. Yep. D-Money, I told you to invest in Intel. It's the next NVIDIA. Let the BDH be the one to call it to 1,000. Okay. All right. All right. Was up 1K, down 1K, now up 1K. Price action crazy. Yeah. Yeah, you got to, but you know what it is? You have to, you're going to have to make a decision when it's time to stop trading. I hate to say that, right? Because if you were down $1,000, somebody today, guys, this morning, they were like, oh, I had called out 2 trades that I took, and I think each trade was like 25 points. You could have got 20 to 25 points each trade, guys, right? First 2 trades of the day that I took this morning. And somebody, they literally said they were down $5,000. So I said, well, how are you down $5,000? Because the 2 trades that I called out were winning trades, and they were well over 20 points each trade. So you either faded me, or I have no idea what happened, right? Maybe you traded before or something. Like, I have no idea. But you got to kind of know when to, there's nothing wrong with taking profit off the table, chat. PW will be back Monday. They're probably late on the delay. I have no idea, but I know I took 2 trades that were well over 20 points each, and the person said they were down. So maybe they went in too large and probably got chopped because we had a lot of chop today. Like I have no idea. And that's not my, they can figure that out. But basically, you got to be sized appropriately, guys, I guess, and hopefully you're convicted on the same setups. If you're taking trades that I'm calling out or PW's calling out that we're taking, obviously we're convicted on the trade because we're taking a trade, and it's something that we have seen work out in the past, right? Whether that be from a price action standpoint, momentum standpoint, whatever it is. But you should have some conviction, but you can't blame anybody except for yourself if you're down on the account because you're the one that decided to take the trade. So I say it all the time, guys, right? I don't take credit for you getting payouts or winning trades, right? Because you hit buy or sell. I don't hit buy or sell for you. I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not here managing your money or AKA your accounts, right? Same thing with PW. We're not licensed to do that. So it's not like we're financial advisors. So just kind of keep that in mind. You got to take some ownership and feel comfortable with the trades that you're taking, but also make sure that you're sized appropriately based off of the kind of market that we've been in with some chop and all that. So just felt like I needed to say it, chat. Do you trade one contract? Yeah, typically one contract. Sometimes I size up depending on what I see. I'm up 1,800 across 4 accounts. Nice. Dr. Z, shout out to Dr. Z. It's not a signal service, so that's on them. Yeah, I agree. But it's like funny because typically though you don't get that when you've caught out 2 winning trades. And guys, these weren't 10-point winners, right? These were like 25 to 30-point trades back to back. So, and the person is like saying like, oh, thanks D-Money, I'm down 5K. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man. Like, what do you mean you're down 5K? Like, how is that possible so who knows? Who knows? Chop and overstay. Yeah. Overstay. I welcome. Now that right there, I can attest to, right? Maybe they want it more because a lot of times, chat, I know for a fact that people, if they see me saying that I'm out the trade and I'm up 20 points or 25 or 30 points, yeah, there's plenty of times where you might be able to hold that and you're going to get more. But guess what? There are going to be plenty of times, chat, where price starts to either get chop or it reverses. And in this kind of market that we're in right now, where a lot of these moves do not have a ton of follow through, I think it's smart to take money off the table. That's just my personal opinion. Right? You do what you want with your accounts, but that's just my personal opinion. PW's back in the truck. He's ripping it, guys. He's out in the desert. Make no mistake about it. Cray with Lil Ray Ray. Oh, man. So now, I mean, you had an attempt to get back above this 250 area, kind of failed short term at the moment. Getting a bit of a pullback, it seems like, right? 5-minute chart. This is the area of resistance up here. It's been holding pretty much all since 12 o'clock, right? Because we had a pop above it and then we came right back in it. We have not been able to break it, guys. That 25,257. So keep in mind that's yesterday's daily candles. Yesterday's daily candles high. We got CPI tomorrow, chat, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So could be some volatility coming, obviously, with that move. D-Money, what does that mean? Cray with Lil Ray Ray. Yeah, that's just a saying that I actually started a while back and it kind of stuck. So I use that expression when there's something crazy that happened or occurred. So that's all that it is, chat. Oh man, maybe they lost because they didn't hit the like button. Yeah, who knows? I mean, it's like I said, chat. I'm not, it's just kind of strange, right? Like it's to each his own. If you're going for I'll put it like this, guys. If you're going for a 50 point winner on every trade, there's some people that won't close out, They're like, oh, 20 points is not enough. 25 points isn't enough. 30 points isn't enough. And then all of a sudden they've given back the whole profit, especially in a choppy market. So that's just how it is sometimes, right? And if that's how you trade, then that's how you trade. I'm not here to cast judgment on it, guys. I'm just simply saying that if I see 20, 25, 30 points in a market like this, where we've been getting these 30-point moves, 20-point moves, and then you'll get a random wick and the whole move is retraced, might be smart to take it off the table. So to each his own. But never fear. The afternoon session is here. And we're up over $1,000 on this account, guys. So, hey, no complaints there. 10K on the day on the Apex accounts. We will take it. And we'll keep pushing. Where are we at with the like, chat? It's almost 3:30. We're at 842 likes, guys. So we got some room to kind of go here. We got 2,200 people tuning into the show. We've had a ramp up, right? A couple hundred people. So do me a solid if you haven't already, guys. Hit the like button. Trying to keep the streak alive of 1,000 likes. Keep this thing rolling. Got another reaction basically right out the 14 EMA. So if you notice what's been happening, you get like a pop here, retracement to the EMA, more upside. Same thing over here, guys, right? We had the pops, retracement to the EMA, more upside. pop, retracement to the EMA, more upside. So is this kind of forming out for a push back higher, get back above 230, guys, and you're targeting 257 to 260? We just popped the previous 5-minute candles high. So let's see how this plays out. We need about 100 likes, guys, to get us to 1,000 likes. Can we do it? We move from one range to another. Yeah, I know. Do you do the 330 long? No, I do not. I don't know what that is. What are you saying? Just automatically get long at 330 and hold it for 30 minutes? No, I don't. I don't think I ever heard of that strategy. So your strategy is to wait until a candle closes at a certain level before taking a trade. So yeah, so if you're looking for a momentum in a market, right? So right now this is looking pretty bullish on the 5-minute chart because we've had a reaction, right? So whenever you see these pops, kind of retracement to the EMA, then you see a push right back up. That's bullish, guys. Kind of looking like they want to pop these highs up here above 230. So if you look at the 15-minute chart, we know that we had a V-shaped recovery kind of forming. Now you got a bottom wick that has formed on the 15-minute chart, pretty clean, right? You had a retracement down and then you had a push right back up. So obviously for the uptrend to continue, you need us to take out the previous candle's high. So that previous candle high that I'm referring to is 25,230, chat. We need to take out that high. Once we take out that high, then we are more than likely going to attempt to retest this level up here, which includes the daily candles, yesterday's daily candle high, right? Which is 25,257. So that's what you're kind of waiting to kind of see how this plays out, chat, right? So do the bulls, I guess the question is going to be kind of getting ready to go into the close is do the bulls have enough momentum left, enough juice to pop us to that daily candle high from yesterday, chat? That's the question. So if you guys remember, I shared the story, chat, as we kind of wait. We got 20 seconds left on this current candle. I shared this story yesterday. I think it was yesterday, guys. I read a story that it says a woman was paid $1,650 an hour instead of her normal rate of $16.50 per hour due to a payroll error. She earned $19,400 in one shift, and she refused to return the money. And I guess her statement to the cops was, no sir, this is my come up, right? This is my come up money. So obviously she got charged with theft, guys. Property between $5,000 and $25,000, so which is a felony, so you gotta love it. There's your weird news of the day, brought to you by DMONEY and the BDH. You gotta love it. Oh man. So pop that previous candle's high. You're looking out here, guys. Bulls are back in control here. Look out for this box to be right above back to 250 could be a possibility here or higher. Quick long here, guys. Up about 5 points. Gonna give it a little bit of room. We'll see if we get a pop here. A little bit higher. If not, I'll close it out. One contract. One at like 250 area, at least 10 points. Oh, sorry, guys. I thought I hit the trade screen. I'm like showing you the other screen. There's the long. Can we get a few more points here? Want 10 points. Wanted like that 250 area, guys, right? That was the area that I kind of wanted, and we're kind of getting a bit of a pullback. Had about 10 points. I'll go ahead and scrap it there. I'll take the 5 points off the table. Had the pop, took the trade. Thought I was showing you guys the trade, and I was showing you actually the chat screen, so I apologize for that. I mean, you gotta love it. Somebody said they scalped 10 points. Who took that pop there to the upside? So I apologize, guys. I thought I had switched over and I saw the chat screen, but there it is. There's 243. Yep, it's gonna go now, right, to 250. You gotta love it. There it is. There's 250, guys. You gotta love it. She gone. So if you took the long there, drop a W in the chat. You got paid. It's still going. There's 251. There's 252. She's still going. 253. You gotta love it. Kind of playing out how you can't draw it out any better, chat. Right? We saw the 15-minute chart, long bottom wick. Felt that that was bullish, and you wanted to see momentum to the upside. Took the long, saw us kind of breaking above back into this range. Gray box 236. You got the high put in so far, 25,253. So this account here is up $1,140. Wick should be an indicator. Gold Star, they're not an indicator for you, and that's fine. Oh, you said Wick should be an indicator. Sorry, I read that wrong, man. Sorry about that. I thought you said Wick shouldn't be an indicator. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, that's why I felt good about the long. So yeah, I apologize on that. I read that wrong. That's on me. So yeah, that's what I saw, right? The 15-minute chart, bottom wick. Bottom wick, 15-minute chart, guys. Strong bullish candle, bottom wick, push back up. You get a pop into the range. We'll monitor 330 from now on, LOL. Hey, I mean, hey, if it plays. I'm not here, guys. I'm not here to. You guys should know that by now about me. I'm not here to knock anybody's strategy, chat. That's not why I'm here, right? I'm not here to say what works, what doesn't work. If it works for you, it works for you. That's why it's always funny when people, sometimes they come into the stream and they tell you, you know, they say certain things, right? It's like, hey, whatever your strategy is your strategy. As long as you're making money with it, that's all that counts, chat. Your P&L is your P&L. You gotta love it. What will convince you to put on another long here, D? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be interested. To be honest, I wouldn't be like interested in kind of longing up here inside of the box. You kind of want to you kind of want to long going up to the box because that's kind of like a target area. And if it broke out to the upside and continued, so be it, right? But now it's like, okay, where would you get long up here now? Well, Is it above the previous candle's high, right? If we get back above 255, maybe you long it for more upside. But I wouldn't be looking to long here just because we're back inside of the box, right? If that makes any sense. You're trying to ride the momentum. And basically when I say that, guys, you're looking at these lows basically that got taken out, right? Once we broke 3 candles lows, guys, in one candle, think about it, right? One 5-minute candle was able to break out, basically take out the previous 3 candles, 1, 2, 3, the previous 4 or 5-minute candles highs in one candle, guys. That's momentum in the market, right? And that's what you're looking to kind of join in. So once I saw that break, I just got in, and see, you could have rode that up, right? But now you're not really looking now unless you're back above the current previous candle's high for a long, in my opinion. Maybe you get some kind of retracement, form a higher low, and then you start pushing back up again, and it looks promising, and then maybe that could kind of get you going for another long. But until then, I wouldn't be interested, to be honest. Oh man, never fear. DMONEY in the power hour is here. You had multiple trades, guys. I called out that played out today. I think I had 1 or 2 trades in the afternoon session that got chopped for a 10-point stop, etc. But been pretty good here, right? We'll take it. No complaints. So now, all right, so somebody was like, what would you look for to get long? So you see how you got that nice long bottom wick? That is a little bit more convincing now, right? If we're able to take out the previous candle's high, right? Because see how price pushed down on the current 5-minute candle, formed the bottom wick right off of this little resistance area, and then it pushed right back up. So that's telling you that there's people willing to buy it up currently at the moment. So if you pop previous 5-minute candles high, you're looking towards the top of this box, and that high sitting at 25,265, right? You break that, then you're looking probably towards 300 level, to be honest. So 35 more likes. Do me a solid if you haven't already, guys. Saw a lot of W's. People took that kind of long there. Called out multiple trades here. Saw a lot of W's in the chat. If you haven't already, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Got to keep the streak alive, guys, of 1,000+ likes in the afternoon. Will put us at about 3,300 likes on the day between the morning show and the afternoon show. So definitely appreciate the support. And we hit 1,000 likes, guys, so I appreciate it. I don't take it for granted. What time this stream started? Yeah, it starts at 2 o'clock on starts at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So typically the schedule when PW's out is stream 9 a.m. to 12:30, and then come back 2 to 4. So that's the schedule. Eastern Standard Time, right? So same schedule tomorrow, guys. I'll be back. Somebody was kind of wondering if I was going to trade CPI. So it'll be the same schedule, 9 a.m. to 12:30, and then 2 to 4 tomorrow. Ace Trades, DMONEY, W Stream, appreciate you. Hey, I appreciate the kind words. So you got like that's an indecision candle, guys, because you got, right, a long wick top and a bottom, and then you got a small candle body. So that's kind of telling you that, you know, a little battle going on here at this level. So if the bulls are going to overtake this level, right, you want to see us very quickly get back above the previous candle's high and like start kind of showing you a bottom wick being put in on the 5-minute chart. So just kind of keep that in mind. Doesn't mean that they can't do that. Obviously, right? This 1 hour 4 hour candle, sorry, is bullish. You got a long bottom wick here. 1 hour candle currently is bullish as well. So there is some bullish momentum in the market. It's just a matter of what is it gonna look like going into the last like 10 minutes, right? That typically that 3:50 to 4 o'clock time, chat, that's when you get, a lot of times you'll get some volatility. Sometimes it's a womp, right? Meaning that there's no like solid movement, but a lot of times you will get some volatility in that last 10 minutes going into the close of the market. So you gotta love it. Don't flinch TV. Get short with me, D. No, sir, I will not. Because like technically, I'm bullish right now, not bearish. So if they sell it off, they sell it off, right? So be it. We've had multiple rejections. You could be, not saying that your analysis is wrong, because we've had multiple rejections here, right? Once we kind of get up to these levels, we've had some rejection here, guys, multiple times, right? So maybe that's what you're looking at, and you're feeling like we're going to get the same retracement again. But I'm not really concerned about shorts. I'm not really interested in shorts right now, when we just, when you got basically the 1 hour chart is bullish, the 4 hour chart is bullish, daily candles bullish, right? So I'm not looking to kind of short that. I will be looking for more continuation to the upside. That's just me personally. Right? If it gives you a retracement, it gives you a retracement. That's fine. But I mean, the account's green, guys. The Apex accounts are green. That's a good day for me, right? I'm super content with how it kind of shaped up today. We had a lot of chop. Quite a few trades got chopped, and then was able to kind of catch the continuation move. So I'll take it. Why do you wait for bottom wicks to trade for longs? Just buying pressure confirmation, uplifted. Yeah, a lot of times that's a confirmation. See how right now this current candle on the 5-minute chart, you see how they had enough moment. So, all right, the way you got to think about this, guys, is they had enough bulls had enough strength, right, to basically bears were able to push price down, and then the bulls had enough strength to push it right back up inside of this box, right? So if you start popping like the previous candle's high at 25,000, like 254, you have to feel good about longs, in my opinion, because that is showing you that we were able to swipe a previous candle's low, push all the way back up, and get continuation to the upside. So that's kind of telling you that there's probably momentum in the market, where you're looking to the left and you're kind of like, okay, well, maybe do we have enough energy to get us back to 265, right? That's how I would be thinking about it. But if I'm bullish, I would love to see, you notice how at these, when price kind of bottoms out, you get these bottom wicks and then you get expansion to the upside, right? Here, same thing down here. You got, right, price was bearish, bull stepped in, pushed price higher, and then all of a sudden you get a huge move back to the upside. Currently happening on this 5-minute chart. All of a sudden, this 5-minute candle now is green, chat, with a long bottom wick, right? That's bullish. That's not bearish. So that's hard to want to short that when you see candles closing like that, right? Now, that doesn't mean that we can't flush to the floor. That doesn't mean that Trump can't come out and say something that flushes us lower. I'm aware of all of that, chat. I'm just simply talking about price action and what I like to see when I'm taking longs as an example, right? Because somebody brought that question up. So 10 seconds left on the current 5-minute candle. That's going to put us at 345, which means that there's a 15-minute candle that's going to close. And that 15-minute candle closed bullish, higher high and a higher low. So you would be looking, guys, you would almost be, kind of trying to anticipate some kind of continuation within the next 15 minutes, possibly to the upside, right? So as long as we can hold that previous candle's low, you're looking for the top of this box, 265 or higher. So I have to kind of see how this plays out. So if you're long bias, you want these highs up here broken, guys, above like 255, kind of going into the close. Maybe we get some kind of pop here. If you're short bias, you want to see this low more than likely get broken. 5-minute chart, right? Back below 232 and then more downside, kind of stepping in. Doji the snitch. Oh man, great job all day in this chop. Hey Tim, I appreciate that. Appreciate the kind words. Yeah guys, I think it's the price action has been a little bit more difficult, chat. This is not right. It hasn't been extremely clean at times throughout the day today. So that's why I'm saying sometimes you got to be content. Here's that push back up, chat. Here's that attempt to try to get back above 255. So you're watching that area, because if they break that, 266, top of the box is in play. And then you got a psychological number sitting at 25,300. So make no doubt about it. Make no mistake about it, guys. Bottom wick again, right? Notice the bottom wicks, chat, that's kind of being put in. So price is kind of pushing down, putting in that bottom wick, and then you're getting that expansion higher. The same thing that I'll look for and I refer to a lot on the higher time frame, guys, the 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart, you're looking for that same kind of price action here forming on the 5-minute chart as well. And that doesn't mean that you won't get wicks that you won't get candles with no wicks, guys. That's still gonna happen, right? I'm not saying that that's out of the question, because a lot of times you'll get wicks with no, or candles with no wicks as well. But I'm just saying this is basic kind of like price action, like market structure, right? You're looking at how a lot of these candles have been forming. And the reason why today a lot of people I know for a fact got chopped up is because of these wicks on both sides of the candle, right? Price not kind of picking a direction. And then all of a sudden you leave and you step away for 30 minutes, an hour, and you come back and price is all of a sudden from the chop, right? We're sitting 100 points higher, right? And you're probably pissed off. So that was actually a high put in at 260, chat. You gotta love it. So you're looking for the top of this box to get broken, and then look out towards more than likely probably 300 level or higher. Somebody said they sneeze, and he said he sneezed and missed the move. Yeah, that's it. It's been cray with Lil Ray Ray. It's been cray with Lil Ray Ray, chat. So let's see. We got you got about 25 seconds going into the actual last 10 minutes of the market being open here, guys. Let's see how this plays out. Not in a position here, but I would say we get back above 260, look out towards 300. If we lose the low of 231, look out to the downside here, guys. All right, there's 265, top of the box. Almost perfect, right? To the top of the box, exactly 265, guys, so far. That's the high of the candle. You gotta love that. So you gotta love NQ, man. You gotta love NQ, chat. All right, there's a break of 265. Had a high put in at 25,268. So a new high was put in, guys. We broke above that that high that was sitting there, 265 high, and now we're kind of having some hesitation here. Let's see how this plays out. Kind of tame. Somebody said a tame MOC. Yeah. A lot of times it's not all it's cracked up to be. So, but like I said, if you get momentum kind of building here, guys, look out towards 300. 15-minute chart has a nice bottom wick as well. So would not be surprised if 300 levels in play here to the upside, chat. I took this candle bottom and put my take profit exactly at 260. LOL, huge W. Nice, congrats. Who took the long there, guys? Who took the long up to 265? Seems like quite a few people took the long there based off the chat. Who took the long there up to 265 and higher? You had the break up to almost 270. You gotta love it. Now you're getting a pullback. So like I said, a lot of these profits are short-lived if you're not taking them off the table. So I would definitely make sure that you are kind of securing the bag because you're getting these pullbacks. I took profit at 240 from 153. Nice. D-Money, all I need is 250 to pass. Dog, help me out. Hey, I got... man, it's always funny when people say that. Guys, I've given out... I've broken down multiple setups that I've taken, even setups that I haven't taken. So, on a choppy day. Including this kind of breakup here towards 265. So you gotta love it. How'd you trade today, D-Money? Yeah, I'm good. I got the Apex accounts. So this one account here that I traded this afternoon is actually up. Wouldn't be like I said, it's not over yet, chat. You got another 5 minutes. So you could get a poppity pop. But we'll have to see how this plays out. So, yeah, this account that I traded this afternoon is up $1,140. We'll take that, guys, right? Didn't do any copy trading this afternoon. And then I obviously have the Apex accounts that was able to bank on this morning. So the 20 Apex accounts is up over 10,000 on the day, guys. It got 20 accounts, 500 per account. So you gotta love it. We'll take it. Oh man. And right back down. So hopefully if you were in profit, you took it off the table, chat, because guess what? She gone. Right back down. Classic kind of pop and drop here, guys, right? Next 5-minute candle so far. Got about 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. No, that was 3 trades. So that's actually, no, that's Apex accounts, guys. That's Apex accounts, right? That's the Apex accounts. Took trades I just showed you on Lucid accounts as well, right? I had Lucid account I traded this morning as well, right? So Israel just doubled down on refusing a ceasefire. Yeah, but we saw that news earlier. That came out earlier. Actually, this was the candle right here that somebody kind of called that out, that news came out. That was an 80-point drop where that news got released, right? That was an 80-point drop here, guys, to the downside. That came out at 2 o'clock. And then we had that 40-point pop right here on this candle. Caught some of that back up to the upside. So when are you most likely going to enter? I'm not entering anything else. Like there's that. Yeah, there's no more trades for me today, guys. That's it, right? So I called out multiple trades. I took multiple trades. Saw a lot of W's in the chat. I think today was a good day, especially in the midst of a lot of chop action. There's no more trades for me today. The market technically is closing here in less than 2 minutes. It's always funny, man. Somebody, when's the next one? The next one's gonna be tomorrow, sir. Two minutes left. Yeah. Yep. I want it now, not wait until tomorrow. Yeah, well, hit buy or sell, whichever one. Flip a coin. Because you're not getting, DMONEY's not entering another setup here. I can tell you that. If you didn't catch that pop, the initial pop that I kind of talked through with us looking bullish on the 15-minute chart and then heading towards this gray box on the upside, right? Because that was that last short long, guys. Then I mean that was the trade, right? That was the trade. So that was the last setup there. Now you're right at the top of this box. So I'm not looking to trade. Why would I want to trade right at the top of a resistance area, guys? It makes no sense, right? So maybe you're feeling a little bit risky and you want to take a short or something off the top of the resistance area, but I'm not looking to do that. And I've seen over the last few days, to be honest, where we actually get a pop right at 4 o'clock. Right, so it can go either direction here, chat. A lot of times you get a move right at 4 o'clock. Sometimes that move is bigger than the last 10-minute move, right? Kind of going into the close. So kind of keep that in mind, guys. JC Trades, thanks for another great trading session. Have a great night. All the best with your little girl. She will need lots of love. Ear infections are brutal. Yeah, I appreciate the kind words. Yeah. So ear infections and having some like she has like these like congestion, guys. I don't know if it's from the daycare or what it is, but where she gets like some nasty mucus and all that stuff. So it's like a combination of both right now. And I think the ear infection probably came from the congestion. So don't you fear, DMONEY has a snot machine on deck. So I'm gonna have to use that, it sounds like, tonight. Make no mistake about it. And she has some antibiotics that she has to take for 10 days, it sounds like, for the ear infection. So Oh man. I'm in a long waiting for a pop. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, guys. You're getting a rejection right off the level, right? Right off the resistance level of 265. You're getting a sell-off. So I don't know if I would be long now, right? You didn't get a breakthrough and close below above 265. So the shorts are getting paid at the moment, right? If you're risky enough and you want to trade, so this is what I'll say, chat. You know, I'm not gonna risk if I'm green on accounts. Maybe you're trading an eval or something, and maybe, you know, you're like, hey, you know, whatever happens, happens. But I'll tell you like this, chat. I'm not gonna risk profit in funded accounts at 4 o'clock in the afternoon trying to short this thing. That's just like, I'm not gonna do it, right? So to each his own. It worked out for you if you took shorts right off the top of that, basically right off 265. You would have got paid, right? 20 points or more, but or 30 points or more, but that's not something that I'm looking to do, right, to be honest. So if you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. trying to make a little money. Make no mistake about it. Waiting for Trump to hedge tweet to hit. Yeah, that could be very well coming. You're getting a decent sized pullback though here, guys, right off that 265. So Big Brawley, man, I'm already subscribed. Yeah, we bet you are subscribed, Big Brawley. We got to work on getting you. We got to work on something different for Big Brawley because he seems to love the timeout. So we got to figure out something else. What time do you go live? Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. So I'll be back tomorrow, chat. Make no mistake about it. 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Try to make a little money again. And can't believe it's tomorrow's Friday. Great with Lil Ray Ray. But I'll be back tomorrow, guys. I'm going to go ahead and call it here. And go pick up my daughter and see what's going on with her ear infection and congestion and all that. So any people on timeout today? Yeah, I think I put 1 or 2 people. That was it. I think I put at least one person on timeout, guys. I think there was a repeat offender this morning that was pretty descriptive on his comments. So I definitely gave them a timeout. I don't think I gave Big Brawley Man a timeout because he was trying to voluntarily take somebody else's timeout, chat. So whenever you see stuff like that, that's a little weird. So I didn't want to give him that satisfaction. So we didn't give him a timeout. Oh man. AK Oshi, but I'm still expecting my goodbye kiss. Yeah. We're not gonna I don't know what's going on there. Profit for today, yeah, I'm up over 10,000 on the Apex accounts, 20 PA funded accounts, and I got up over almost $1,100 on this other account traded this afternoon. So you gotta love it. So there it is, guys. I'm gonna call it. We'll be back tomorrow. Gonna try to beat this traffic to go pick up my daughter. It always gets a little hectic around 4 o'clock on 95, so I gotta hit the road and go pick her up and see what's going on. I don't know if I got to go get a prescription or not, so I got to figure out. But I'll be back tomorrow, chat. Make no mistake about it. 9 a.m. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. And that's it. So we gone. See you guys tomorrow morning.